Hi guys, if you want to know how I completed this look, keep watching. So I'm going to start by priming my face, and for this I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is my favorite primer. It's the only one that I've ever actually gotten to work for me. I don't do my whole entire face. I avoid my nose because I find that the foundation seems to slide off if there's primer on it. Next, I move right on to foundation, and for that I use the Too Faced Born This Way. So I take the Wet Beauty Blender, put some right on there, and then just dab it on. It depends on what kind of eye look I'm doing, whether I'm going to do my foundation first or after my eyes. Okay. Next, I go in with concealer, and I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have tried a bunch of concealers, and this is the one I found works the best, and it's not that expensive. So I go in right under my eyes, on my forehead, and then right under my chin, and then every now and then I'll do just a small line on my nose. And then blend that in. Now I normally always go in with concealer over my foundation just because it brightens up those areas, so you get a lighter shade than your actual foundation. Now if you have any blemishes, I would put this on before the foundation. And next I do my brows, and I use the Benefit Ka-Brow Pomade in the shade 4.5, and then just a small angled brush. The Revolution Banana Light Setting Powder, and I start by just fixing the creasing that's happened under my eyes, and then I pour some on my hand, and then I take the angled edge of the Beauty Blender and just dip it in and apply it right under my eyes. And then I do the same thing to the other one. Okay, and then I take a significant amount of powder and I just go right along the edge of my face. And I set the concealer that I put under my chin. Okay, then I go in with an angled fluffy brush and just put powder on the rest of my face. And this helps because throughout the day I do tend to get a bit oily, so this keeps everything mattified and not sticky. Then I just blend in the powder that I already put on so there's no harsh lines. Then I just touch it a little bit to make sure that it's smooth and there's no sticky spots. And then I move on to bronzer, which I use the Milani Skin Kissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in shade 02. And for this I like to use a big fluffy brush. I just dip it in and then kind of lay it right over my cheeks. And I think using a bigger brush helps to blend it more. Instead of using a more defined brush, you get more harsh edges. And then I just do upright by my hairline. And then for my nose, I use a smaller angled brush and I just dip right into it and then I go right into my nose. And this just gives the appearance of a smaller nose. Okay, and then I take the beauty sponge and I just kind of blend that in so the lines aren't as harsh. There you go. Okay. Then move on to the eyes. So I'm thinking of doing an all pink look from all three pinks in the palette, which would be my Pills, Pigment, and Trisha. So we're gonna see what happens. All right, I'll start with a big fluffy brush. Just go in with my Pills as a base color and just put it right on my lid, all over it. You want to do the windshield wiper motions, just back and forth, blend it all in. Okay, I'm going to take the same brush and then go in with pigment and lay that right over top of my Pills. This time I'm not going to go all the way up to my brow and just blend it in with my Pills so there's no harsh lines and you still get the colors. And this one I'm actually going to bring down onto the bottom of my lid. I'm only going to use one more color and I'm just going to lay that in the corner of my eye. And then I just want to bring it out a little more, just so it doesn't look like it's completely ending right at the edge of my eye. Okay, and then I just want to cover my whole eye, as this will be the bottom shade before the inner color goes on. Okay, then I'm going to go in with a small oval brush, and I'm going to take, actually, no. What I have to do first is cut the crease, and I use the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer for that. I just put a bit on the back of my hand. And then I take a small flat brush. And then cut out the crease. And then I take pigment on my finger and just go back in and blend that with the concealer so there's no harsh lines. And then I take the small oval brush in Trisha and put it over the concealer. And then because the shades are so similar, I'm going to take a bit of Ranch and just put it on my finger and then go right in the middle. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush again, go in with pigment and just clean up the edges. Okay, then I'm just going to take a rounded brush, go in with pigment, put that right under my eye. Okay, now I'm going to go in with eyeliner. I'll curl my lashes and put on mascara. And I use the IT Cosmetics Lash Blowout. Okay, and now I will apply the fake lashes, and for this I use the Ardell Wispy Lashes, comes in a 5-pack. A lot of people ask me how to actually apply lashes, so what you do is you get your lash glue and then you just put it right over the edge of the lash. This one is already cut to my eye, so when you get a new pack, you take it, just stick it up to your eye, and then cut off the excess so that there's not like a little edge hanging off your eye and make it uncomfortable. Okay, so then you get just a little small line of glue. You wait for it to turn not light blue, but a bluish transparent color, and then you stick it on your eyelid. Okay, and then you want to place it in the middle of your eye, and then put the outside edge on first, and then press on the inside. Okay, and then you just do the same thing with the other eye. Okay, so those are the lashes on and ready. So next I do highlighter, and for this I'm using the Too Faced Hyper Reflective Highlighting Palette. And this is their, like, not food line, but all of these palettes in this line smell like chocolate. So this one smells like vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate ice cream. And I think I'm going to go in with the strawberry color. And I just use a small little, not pointed brush, but like I use a small little dome brush. I just apply that to my cheekbone and up by my eyebrow. Okay, and then the final step is setting spray, and I use the Milani Make It Last Matte Spray. So you just gotta shake it up, and then okay, and setting spray is supposed to set your makeup so it doesn't move, but for me, I don't really think it does that. I use it so it kind of melts the powder into the liquid foundation, kind of blends them together so it doesn't look as powdery and cakey. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with a nude lipstick. This is the Sephora Collection lipsticks in number 7. Okay, and that is the completed look. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.